Game's gone, bring your downstairs.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in Metro.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Drag it. And that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19,
Herbert now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Chargers in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A big gain on the play, but it leads to 4th down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. McDonald. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. McDonald sets to throw. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Broncos! Javonte Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos 7, Chargers 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Again, Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers first down.
Play action. It's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 28 yards. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's McDonald to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing is McDonald. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. Touchdown! Jerry Judy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Broncos 14, Chargers 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9. Herbert. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
By Darren Browning. A loss of 13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
At the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
A gain of 27 more yards. That's another Chargers.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Herbert back to the air. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Complete to Gerald Everett. 1st down and goal to go.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald, that's caught left side by Judy. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner's a former defensive.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 37.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really nice game. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's another Chargers first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. McDonald. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he will have a Broncos first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He'll get that complete to Albert O. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. McDonald. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The torn ACL ended what was supposed to be KJ Hamler's breakout year after just 3 games. Denver will bring him along slowly, but this is the year they fully expect him to develop into the speedy starter they wanted with their second-round pick in 2020. Picks up a first down for the Broncos. Right.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Brings up third down.
Here's Herbert. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first and 10, Herbert. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fair catch. The Broncos take over first and 10.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 49 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Williams had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Williams. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
They run. It's Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. McManus now for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. It's Eckler again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 4th down, Herbert. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Broncos.
McDonald. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the gun, it's McDonald. He'll find Hodgins there, complete. Touchdown! Isaiah Hodgins, 27 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. McDonald sets to throw. And that one complete to Hodgins. Touchdown, Broncos. Isaiah Hodgins with his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 38-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, they would have loved to have scored a touchdown there, but this still sets them up for a game-winning field goal attempt.
A 26-yard attempt.
Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
So they get a break there as the penalty moves them to the 5 for another 3rd and goal. Eckler now between the tackles, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Charles, normally when you see Creed score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So, for the Chargers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1.